Hey YouTube, I'm Kenneth Ryan.
I'm Linz Risa.
And we have a special guest. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Abby.
This is the lovely Abby, and she is joining us for this special edition of Fanfiction Friday, where we are reading what?
It is called Pictures in Frames of Kisses on Cheeks, I don't know why, by T-Boy to Aliens.
T-Boy to Aliens. This is a new author. I'm very excited.
It is a Check Please fanfiction, which is a webcomic about hockey on Tumblr.
About hockey.
I love it. It's great. I don't know anything about hockey, but it's amazing.
Alright, does it have like a foreword or anything?
Well, it's got a summary, but that's like the first part of the words.
Oh.
And this is a Eric Biddle / Kent Parson / Jack Zimmerman fanfiction.
Interesting.
Biddle.
Biddle. Smack him in the face, Biddle.
Biddy, Jack, Kent. Parse.
Hey, I'm Jack.
Or Parse, I guess, is what he calls it.
I'm Jack. What's his name? From,
Zimmerman.
No, Jack from fucking Achievement Hunter. I'm old. I have a beard, and all I do is build houses.
Okay.
All right. So let's.
Should we do something special for when it's
This is hockey, right? So I need to let's.
You should use like that
Patrick,
introductor voice.
Let's puck into this fic. That was bad. Let's just start.
Check is when something expect.
Oh yeah, let's check. Let's
and it's
check into
it's
this
from
fic.
Check, please.
Ooh, waiter, check
Should we do
please.
anything special for when it's texts? Because these are texts.
Just do your character like we read our text.
I'm just gonna be normal for him because I don't care.
Wow.
Kent. The cute guy in my class hurt himself and is on crutches. My first thought was, good, he'll be easy to take down. Like he's a gazelle and I'm a dick tiger.
Holy shit! Wow. Jack, what is wrong with you?
Kent. Nothing. Sunglasses emoji.
Moon emoji. You wish. I just like alternate
Sunglass
voices.
emoji. Flex emoji. Smurf emoji.
You wish, honey.
You speak.
I don't know about this, Jack says. Kent rolls his eyes.
Jesus fucking Christ, Sims. If I have to listen to you whine about this guy anymore, I'm gonna straight up lose it. You're doing this.
What if he says no? Jack turns
You'll
panicked
do it.
eyes on Kent.
Have you seen yourself in a mirror lately? He's not gonna say no. Your tiny figure skater crush is going to swoon into your arms. Trust me, Kent says. Jack frowns.
He's not going to swoon. Kent flaps his hand dismissively and leans against the bleachers that are set up in the viewing area.
You're a small figure skating baker dude who plays hockey. Anyway.
She's small.
Oh, he's from the South, so if you
She's
know any
small.
Southern accents.
Did you Southern? Oh, okay.
Southern belle.
Did you read this? Okay. He'll
Yeah.
say yes, he says. When is he even going to get here?
He usually shows up with a bunch of other figures. Wait.
Except in this AU, he's not a hockey player.
He usually shows up with a bunch of other figure skaters?
He's a figure. He used to.
I've seen a few of them walk past already, Jack says. He's looking panicked again. What if he doesn't show?
Oh no.
What if we can't have sex?
Then you'll catch him next time, dude. It's not the end of the world.
No,
Says
dude, my
easily.
dick ain't gonna get wet if he ain't here.
Hey, do you think tomorrow was a good day to ask my guy out? I'm thinking I can catch him after class pretty easy. He's got those crutches and all the dumb books we have to read for the class to deal with, so he'll be slow moving.
Oh my god. Please don't start calling yourself a dick tiger again, Jack says, looking pained. Kent grins.
You love it. I'm the greatest dick tiger.
Dictator.
Dictator.
Oh god, Jack says, abruptly tensing up and standing up straighter. I can see him, just like the dead bitches.
What?
Working on the wall.
Remember, you got this. We'll be going on double dates in no time, Kent tells him, craning his neck to look in the direction Jack is. What did you say he looked like again? Blonde?
Fucking titty fuck. Yeah, he flaps a hand to indicate where his crush is, which doesn't help Kent find him at all. The familiar face does catch Kent's eyes. You drinking when you got words now. You
Hey,
fucked up.
that's...
He's on crutches, Jack says at the same time, swinging his head to look at Kent. Oh no! Kent stares at him, Jack stares back.
You see where this is going.
Southern.
Southern? Kent asks. Short. The cutest little ass you've ever seen.
Yikes.
Walking right past us, Jack
Why are
says
you talking
wryly.
like that?
I don't know. They both watched as Eric Biddle makes his way past them and through the door into the rink. He's pretty skilled with his crushes. He doesn't even struggle with the door at all.
Oh my god, Ken says when he's out of sight.
Oh my god, I have a raging gunner right now. We were talking about the same person, Jack says,
Yes.
unnecessarily. Kent smirks.
Why isn't Abby in the middle?
I don't fucking know. It's gonna be reaching over her right
Hey,
now.
at least now I know you've got great fucking taste. Jack groans.
Maybe next time you can describe the guy you're going to take down with more detail. Or, mention his name.
Why are you talking like that?
Because it's fucking... I don't fucking know.
Hey, like you're any better. All you said is that he was blonde, skates really well, and said like 2 words to you once. And you've been talking about him way longer than I have. Jack sighs. He can't argue with that. He's been hanging around after hockey practice to watch Eric skate since last semester, and Kent had only just registered for the first-year English class she shares with him this semester. That's you.
That's me. That's me. So,
yeah.
what are we going to do now?
We'll get in here eventually. What does the bro code say we do? Kent asks. The bro code.
I don't know, Jack says. He chews on his bottom
Oh yes,
lip,
Jack is
thinking,
French-Canadian.
then
just so you
says,
know.
"Oh, I'm French. I'm Français. Maybe that you concede to me because I have dibs? Because I saw him first." He wrinkles his nose.
That's Russian.
I am vodka in the Natalia.
Fuck that, Kent says. I'm a tiger.
Yeah.
Please stop, Jack says. That is stupid anyway. I can't claim ownership of him.
Why are you so Russian?
I decided this is Jack. Jack Daniel like the
True,
vodka.
Kent agrees. Maybe we can both ask him out?
What? Like make him choose? Wouldn't that just be awkward for everyone? He looks genuinely concerned. I don't want to bring another person into our competitive shit. Kent smirks. He and Jack really are competitive with each other about nearly everything. It works for them. But the frequent arguing and insults often confuse other people. He looks at Jack, studying the concerned slant of his jaw and the thoughtful purse of his lips, and then says...
Was it a concerned slant of the jaw?
I don't fucking know.
We could both date him.
You want to share him? I don't think that's fair. Kent steps in close to Jack and touches his wrist. Jack's last word dies in his throat. Kent tilts his head and smiles his most charming smile, watching with interest the ripple of Jack's throat when he swallows nervously.
It tickles. Anyways. Swallow nervously, yeah. We could also, Kent says quietly, date each other.
Yo, that ain't fair.
That's weird, okay.
Whatever. We could also date each other.
Date each other.
We-
Door's open, ignore it.
Jack starts, then clears his throat, avoiding eye contact. He's having flashbacks to the emotional roller coaster that was sophomore year, when they'd had one glorious semester that ended in a mess of carnage and took twice as long to rebuild back to a semblance of their former relationship, and he'd really rather not. We tried that, remember? It didn't go very well. Kent shrugs.
They're going to approach you soon. So we weren't good for each other then. Maybe we were just missing something. Understanding dawns on Jack's face.
It's an awful lot of expectation to put on a guy who we've never even talked to, he points out.
So serious, Kent teases, huffing. Isn't any relationship about expectations? Besides, we're only asking. He doesn't have to agree. Although he should. We're like double the catch together. You just have 2 words.
Oh no.
There are twice the fish in the sea, Kent continues gleefully, ignoring Jack. He gets twice the bang for his buck. He'll be taking out 2 birds with 1 dick.
Oh my god. Stop it, you're not funny, Jack says.
You lie, Kent says. Jack still looks doubtful, though, so Kent changes tact and leans in closer to him. Jack's eyes flicker across his face, clearly settling on his lips for a moment before he looks away again. For all the things they've been through, they've never once lost their chemistry. Come on, Kent says softly, right into Jack's ears. ear. He can feel Jack shiver slightly. Be my dick, tigress?
Ugh, fuck you, Jack says, shoving Kent away from him. Kent stumbles backward, laughing. Fine, we'll ask.
We'll ask. Sweet, Ken says, adjusting the collar of his shirt and running his fingers through his hair. How do I look?
Like a douche, Jack deadpans. Kent rolls his eyes.
Good, let's go. He starts walking toward the door, then stops when he realizes Jack isn't following. Zims?
Shouldn't we wait for his practice to be over? Kent stares at him.
He's injured, he says. He's not skating. I think he can have a conversation. Jack's cheeks flush pink. It really only serves to make him more attractive.
Oh my god.
It's just like,
Ooh, right. He hurries to catch up with Kent. Eric is sitting on the bench alone, watching a pair skate. He looks up when Kent and Jack approach and smiles a little, clearly confused.
off the front or right?
Yes, he used to say hi.
Hi there.
That didn't like even register over the hum of the air
It's
conditioning.
fine.
Hi
Said
there.
Hey, Kent says, sitting down next to him. I'm Kent. This is Jack.
Hey.
Jack raises a hand in an awkward wave and then shoves his hands into the pockets of his track pants. Kent despairs of him. It's a good thing Kent's got enough game for the both of them.
Oh my god. Kent's a douche.
Should I go green link? I'm Eric.
Sure.
It's nice to meet you, he says, offering a hand. Kent smiles amused and shakes it. Eric reaches out and shakes Jack's hand too, flashing him a huge smile. Jack looks slightly surprised, but he smiles back. Y'all are on the hockey team, right? I see you hanging around Faber sometimes, he says to Jack. He looks at Kent. Not so much you. Kent shrugs.
I'm in that poetry class with you.
Oh my god. You guys are nerds.
It's English.
Oh, Eric says. Yeah, I've seen you. I didn't recognize you without the tie. He laughs and Kent is utterly charmed by it.
Utterly charming.
Blah, 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 blah. Fair enough, Kent says. It is my staple accessory after all.
He thinks it makes him look classy, Jack says. Kent rolls his eyes. He's a business student. He's supposed to look professional. And he wouldn't let anyone tell him otherwise. Let's go on to Abby.
Otherwise.
What?
It makes him look-
the window.
Something, Eric says, obviously looking Kent over with an appreciative eye. Kent leans back and straightens his leg out to give him a better view. Eric looks away quickly.
What are you doing?
Straightening my leg out. Give him a better view.
Oh,
Wait, no, we need to give the camera a pretty good view.
Lindsay.
Oh man, is it shaved? Is it? Ooh.
She's wearing shorts.
Girl, you mostly smooth.
Ow, mostly.
What happened to your Jack asks, gesturing at Eric's crushes?
It sounds like saying crotch kind.
Oh, my ankle, Eric says.
His floppy
filling in
weenie.
the blank. Sprained. I, landed a jump wrong. Both Kent and Jack wince.
Ooh, you out. You out. 6 weeks, Jake asks. Eric nods.
Max, if I'm lucky. He's still smiling, but he clearly doesn't want to talk about it, because he immediately changes the subject. So what brings you two
Show,
to figure
don't
skating
tell.
practice?
Show, don't tell.
Jack looks so caught out that it's almost commercial.
Don't tell.
Comical.
Oh.
You say
Show, don't tell.
Well, Kenny would talk over me.
Say
You.
Kent says. Eric raises one eyebrow.
Oh?
Ow.
Kent nods.
You see, he says, sliding closer to Eric and putting his arm behind Eric on the bench. We ran into a bit of a dilemma, and we were hoping you could help us sort it out. I'll get this off your bed now. Actually, no.
And what was that? And what was that? Eric asks, gaze flicking from Kent to Jack back again.
Did you say gaze as in G-A-Y-S, please?
Yeah, gaze flicking.
G-A-Z-E.
Oh, gaze. The gaze were flicking.
Kent turns his charming smile to 11.
What the fuck is an 11?
11 out of 10. Blah, 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 blah. Where was it? Would you want to date us? Eric laughs slightly, blushing and looking at Jack like maybe he tell him that Kent is joking.
Nah. I'm gonna put a dick in you, man. Our collective.
Yeah, Eric says. I'd date either of you, I guess. You're both, attractive. Is this some sort of bet?
Yeah, totally.
Kent balks at that, leaning away from Eric a bit in surprise.
Oh my
He's about to say
God.
no, but Jack beats him to it.
No. Wait, what? Where the fuck? Where the fuck?
Beats him to it.
Of course not, he says. We both want you, like a fine vodka from our finest Russian field.
Oh, Eric stammers. His face is bright red now. Jack just stares at him and he does nothing to
Jack's
clarify
an
what
awful
he
little
just
turtle.
said. He's lucky,
Yeah.
he's pretty, and that Kent is here to dig them out of this hole.
This author does not like
Jesus
Jack.
Sims, gain some tact. No, what did he do? He's just an awkward little turtle. What he means, Kent says carefully, leaning back in and putting his hand on Eric's thigh for good measure, is that we want to ask you out, like to dinner and a movie, with both of us. Eric stares at Kent's hand on his thigh for a long moment before he looks up at Kent. Their faces are pretty close together, and Kent deliberately drops his gaze to Eric's mouth for a second before lifting the corner of his mouth in a tiny smile. Eric's face is still red, but he looks less out of his depth now.
No, Jake says, just as Eric is opening his mouth to respond. Eric snaps his mouth shut, and Kent stares at Jack incredulously. He wishes he could give Jack an empathic abort signal without Eric noticing. I mean, date yes, but not dinner and a movie. That's boring. Per se.
That accent.
I think...
Parse.
Per se. Per se. That's how Jack says it. If you do not appreciate the language of the fine Russian mafia, you are out.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Next,
Yeah.
I thought you had more game than that.
check please.
Check, please.
Hey, what the fuck? Kent protests. Dinner and a movie is a perfectly respectable date.
Sure, if you want to be clicky, Jake says.
Cliche for all the people who don't
Click
speak
it.
any stupid Russian accent.
Clicky.
Things are cliches for a reason, Jack. Because they work. Jack rolls his eyes. It infuriates Kent in that invigorating way he loves so much.
Yes, invigorating.
You again.
I already had a plan in mind for what I was going to ask Eric to do, so if you don't mind, he turns empathically to Eric, who has been empathically, I don't know.
Emphatically?
Empathically. That's great. To Eric, who has been watching this entire argument with wide eyes. Kent abruptly realizes that his hand is still on Eric's thigh. He leaves it there, because why the fuck not?
You know.
Yeah.
Show, don't tell. Dude, you wanna like grab my 3DS? Like here, like put your hand right here, like you feel that?
Yeah.
That's a 3DS.
I can tell. Okay.
Do you like animals?
Anyways.
Animales.
Animales.
Eric raises his eyebrows. Yeah, sure.
You're a weirdo.
Well, what if we fuck like Bonin? Yes? Would you like to go to the zoo with me? Or, wait, with us? Jake blushes and Kent fails at holding back his snort. A snort of snorting proportion.
The zoo? Kent says disbelievingly. That's your not cliche date idea?
I am only capable of
Hey,
cliche.
Eric says, turning stern eyes on Kent. Don't be mean. Kent immediately presses his mouth shut. Something in Eric's gaze makes Kent want to please him.
Ooh. That's gonna be interesting. Okay.
We're getting to the
wait, wait.
sex.
Who is it?
Okay, you've taken like 10 seconds.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
It's me?
Yes.
So, Jack asks nervously.
Again?
Yes!
So, wow, Eric says. He looks amused now, which is much better than terrified. I could hardly say no after you two went to all this trouble to plan out how you're gonna ask me. Now can I? Jack.
Everything works out disgustingly well in these fics.
I know.
You can say no if you want, Jack assures him earnestly, completely missing the joke. Kent, for his part, laughs.
Blah, 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 blah. Don't mind him, he tells Eric. He's a sarcastic son of a bitch himself, but he tends to miss it in others.
Oh, Jake says.
And cut us some slack, hey? Kent continues, squeezing Eric's thigh lightly. We just realized we were crushing on the same guy like 20 minutes ago. Because they're idiots.
Oh, well then, Eric says. Free pass for lack of good communication, of course. I'll totally go to the zoo with you both. When were you thinking? Jack and Kent exchange a look. Kent.
That was...
This weekend? Kent hedges. Jack shrugs.
Okay, Eric says, looking at once doubtful and amused by them. One of you give me your phone, and I'll put my number in it, and then you can text me details. Ken leans back to dig his phone out of his pocket and hands it over to Eric. When he gets it back, there's a new contact name.
That's my phone.
Eric Biddle. Smiley face. Smiley face. Ken smiles at him and texts him,
Moon
hi.
emoji.
He can feel Eric's phone vibrate in his pocket between them, and he jumps. Eric laughs at him.
Okay.
Laugh, Eric.
Thanks, Kent says, standing up like that's what he intended all along. We'll text you. Eric nods.
Eric nods.
Eric.
Oh, see you around.
Bye, Jake says. Eric smiles at them.
Well, Kent says when they're safely back on the other side of the doors where Eric can't hear them. That went well.
Could have been worse, Jake says. He smirks. Could have been better. Like final Russian whore.
Kent says, shoving him. Jack shoves him back, and they head out of Faber, walking too close together and grinning. Texting
Too close
again.
together.
Kent, excited to see you today. Wink emoji. Jack says he is too. Smirk emoji.
Moon emoji.
Did he pick that emoji?
Kent. No, but he made that face. Eric.
Uh-huh. Wink emoji, smirk emoji. I'm waiting by the huge tree.
Kent. We see
Big
you.
wood.
Heart eyes emoji.
Big wood.
Uh-huh.
Hard eyes are a bit forward, don't you think? Eric asks when Kent and Jack find him by the zoo entrance. He looks dang good, even bundled into at least 3 layers that can be seen despite the fact that he's actually a fairly nice day. If a bit windy. Kent is thoroughly jealous of his perfectly styled hair.
I didn't think there was
and
that much swearing.
he's definitely of the opinion that the heart eye emoji was necessary. Ken waggles his eyebrows at Eric.
It's Kent, sweetheart. There's a T sound.
I felt it in my soul, baby, he says.
Oh my god.
Eric laughs.
Yikes. Wait.
Y'all gotta stop getting
Well, hi
lost.
anyway, he says. I bought us all day passes while I was waiting. Jack makes a protesting noise.
Done. We is due out of war. You can't say the word.
He means to say thank you, Ken says, elbowing Jack in the side. Jack glares at him. Eric shrugs and hands him both wristbands.
Band my wrist with your semen.
You can buy me food later, he tells Jack. Jack looks appeased by that.
Kenny.
Yes. Oh, is it me? Jake looks appeased. Jake says, are you going to be okay walking around? Yes, well, Kent is struggling to put his wristband on. You know, if you had practiced with pearl necklace, you would know. As a sex joke. Alright, they probably should have thought of that ahead of time. Jack reaches out to help Kent without looking away from Eric. With the crutches, I mean.
Is that her? Him.
Yeah, sure, Eric says, as long as you don't go running off on me.
We'll take it slow, Kent assures him, taking Jack's wristband and putting it on for him. They make their way into the zoo, Kent and Jack following Eric on either side of him. Jack glances nervously over at Kent, and Kent shrugs, widening his eyes.
Widened eyes.
Are you two silently, Are you two silently communicating behind my back? Eric asks.
Eric.
No, Kent says.
Yes. Yes. Fuck. Yes, Jake says. Yes. I said yes.
Okay, I have a question, Eric says, stopping next to the zoo map and turning to look at them. Are you two already dating, like, previously to asking me?
No, Ken says.
Yes, Jake says. Oh. We used to, Jack clarifies. A couple of years ago, he had a small penis. Eric nods slowly.
That's not what it says.
Eric nods slowly.
And that.
Went badly, Ken finishes. We're friends again now, though, right, Jack? He punches Jack in the shoulder.
I want you to jump off a bridge and die. That's the true Russian way, okay. For some reason, Jack agrees. He looks at Eric. Is that cool with you? See, I'm hip and relatable. I
My
say
backpack
cool.
in your room. I'll need to do that later.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric says, yes, I was just wondering what I was getting myself into. Kent snorts.
You gonna be the
A
sandwich.
world of trouble, probably, he says. Eric smiles at that.
If we like Oreo
At
through the
least you're
cream.
Okay.
At least you're honest, he turns back to the zoo map. Which way do you guys want to go around the loop? Jack immediately points out that there's actually more than one loop and pulls a folded map version of the map out of his jacket pocket. There's red permanent marker all over it. Arrows and circles make it look not unlike a hockey play.
He's stupid.
Wow.
That's it.
Is it Jake? I made a plan of action, Jake says nervously.
He's the captain.
The way Eric and Kent are looking at him, making him suddenly shy. Kent
Oh my God,
lets
you
out
weirdo.
a low whistle.
I can't whistle low. Too quiet. Okay. And you call me boring.
It's cute, Eric says, taking the map from Jack and studying it. Who's saying that? Am I saying that still?
Where?
In the middle?
Funny.
I vault.
Sure.
Yeah, it's still you.
Okay, I'll start on. It's cute, Eric says, taking the map from Jack and studying it. You're cute. Jack's cheeks flush pink and Eric's smile widens. Are you always that easy to make blush?
Well, I mean...
He's easy for you, Kent says, winking at Eric. The tips of Eric's ears turn red, and Kent grins triumphantly. They follow Jack's plan, wandering slowly through, taking their time at every exhibit. Eric and Jack keep stopping to read the information plaques at every enclosure, while Kent alternatively talks to the animals and takes selfies with them. Eric joins him for the selfies when he's done reading, and to Kent's delight, refuses when Jack offers to take the picture for them when they're by the big cats.
By the big cats.
Butt plug.
The selfie is a sacred art, Eric tells Jack seriously. Jack nods at him just as seriously, but he makes a confused face at Kent when Eric isn't looking. Kent stifles his laugh.
Oh, so when he says that you agree, Kent says quietly, what has he got that I don't?
A big dick.
No.
For starters, his ass isn't the size of Jupiter, Jack teases. That's for actually Eric.
Yes, I can tell.
Eric.
I can hear you, Eric says from a little way up the path.
I can hear you. Good, Jack yells back. You can back me up then. Whoop whoop. Oh, but that ass too fast. Okay, I'm sorry. Kent lets himself laugh out loud this time. Kent's gonna be the cream.
You like my ass, right, Eric? Eric turns around and looks at them disbelievingly.
I'd like it better if you weren't dragging it, he says. Who here is on crutches again? Come on, we've got birds to look at. It turns out that you can actually feed the lorikeets, yes, which Eric does gleefully. It's adorable, even from where Kent is watching at a distance. He kind of wishes they weren't lingering in the bird enclosure. The constant tweeting noises are ominous. What does that mean?
Who's who down now? What's wrong with you, Jack asks after a minute.
Oh, nothing, Kent says, shoving his hands into the pockets of his jeans. I mean, there's this one time when I was a kid. He's interrupted by a bird swooping at his head, heading straight for his cowlick.
Whoa.
He ducks and covers his head, narrowly avoiding actually throwing himself into the dirt. He might shriek a bit. He's not proud.
He might.
Stop yelling.
Shriek a
You're
bit.
scaring the bird. Eric admonishes him.
Stop flapping your hands, too. Jack says you're making it worse.
What about me? Kent mutters from where he's crouching, palms firmly pressed over his hair. What about how scared I am?
Fuck off. That's what Jake
Eric
says.
says. Eric and Jack end up having to lead Kent out of the bird enclosure,
Mm-hmm.
each holding one of his elbows while he keeps his hand on top of his head. He drops his hands when they're safely out and sighs loudly. Eric rearranges Kent's hair, running his hands through it. Kent holds his breath and thinks about kissing Eric.
That's you. That's still you.
Were you saying that happened to you when you were little too? Kent nods, pouting for maximum pathetic effect.
You're
Poor
pathetic.
baby, Eric says
Poor
softly.
baby.
Are you ready to go get food now?
Yes, I'm traumatized, and honestly, I think only a cherry slush will fix it, Kent says. Jack snorts, and Kent points an accusing finger at him. And for that, mister, you're buying it for me.
Sure I am, Jake says sarcastically. Jake does buy Kent's slush, though. Although, with the rest of their food, along with the rest of their food, he bumps Kent's hip with his own when they're standing in line waiting to order, while Eric snags them at table. You okay? He asks.
Ask me again in a month. I should be over it by then, Kent says, but he smiles at Jack reassuringly. The table Eric is sitting at is over by the bushes, nearly set apart from the rest of them. There's a spray of yellow flowers right next to where Jack sits down, and he leans over and picks one. He reaches out and tucks it carefully behind Eric's ear.
Almost as pretty as you, he says. His tongue feels dry, and he resists the urge to wipe his sweaty palms on his thighs.
Flatterer, Eric says, but his cheeks are pink.
You do know that sign says not to pick the flowers, right? Kent asks, pointing at the sign in question. Jack had definitely read the sign and done it anyway.
Shut up, he says. Do you want a flower?
No, Kent says. Jack knows better. He picks another one and offers it to Kent. Kent dramatically puts a hand over his heart and pretends to swoon, tilting his ear toward Jack. No. Jack sighs and puts the flower behind Kent's ear. Kent grins at him, and Jack's heart skips a beat.
Dumb.
They dig into their food then, keeping each other busy between mouthfuls with idle chatter about their lives. They learn that Eric lives in Madison when he's not at Samwell, that he loves to bake pie, and that he briefly played hockey, but had missed figure skating too much and switched back. He understands enough about hockey to get it when they tell him about how they'd first met when they were freshmen, and immediately clicked on the ice. But Kent and Jack are both amazed when he has no idea who Bad Bob Zimmerman is. That's Jack's dad. He's famous. Eric apparently does know who Lardo is, though, since once they tell him their actual name, he seems skeptical when they tell him about her kegster victories, but that's fine. He'll learn. By the time they're done eating, their tongues are stained
I didn't
shades of
get
blue
that.
and red from the slushy. She's the manager of the hockey team in the comic. Eric sticks his own purple tongue, gained by drinking from both Jack's and Kent's slushies out at them.
We should take a selfie, Jack says. Kent mock gasps.
Gasp. Jack Zimmerman said, "What?"
Shut up, Jack says. Eric already has his phone out. They squish together on one side of the table and take 2 selfies, one of them sticking out their tongues and the other of them smiling normally.
Perfect, Eric says, looking at the pink flush of all their cheeks and the way his and Kent's flowers droop off their ears. Directly next to the concession area is the petting exhibit, so they head there next. Kent keeps nearly tripping over the children that are running around. Much to Eric's amusement, and to make matters worse, the llama spits right in Kent's face.
Yeah,
He wipes it off with a grimace.
Why is it always me? He asks forlornly. What did I ever do to these animals to deserve this? Jack doesn't stop laughing at him for a good 5 minutes. And when Kent thinks he's finally done, he waits until Kent is cautiously petting a donkey to take a picture and pointedly show it to Eric.
Look, he says, 2 assholes. Eric laughs just as hard as Jack does. Kent rolls his eyes as aggressively as possible.
I'm going to the underwater exhibit, he says, stomping off. Eric and Jack follow him, still giggling. The underwater exhibit is, in a word, peaceful. Kent likes it best because there's no way anything in the water can attack him. When he says that, Eric looks devious and drags Kent over to a touch pool, which Kent resolutely refuses to put his hand in, no matter how much Eric pouts at him. Then Jack wanders over, done reading the information plaque about the turtles, and makes puppy dog eyes at Kent. Kent touches the stupid fucking starfish. Nothing hurts him. It's an anticlimactic experience. As peaceful as the underwater exhibit is, it's also fairly dark and full of random turns. They end up getting separated for a while, wandering off in different directions, and it takes a couple minutes of searching for Kent to find Jack alone by the tropical fish. Dark in here, Kent says. Jack looks sidelong at him.
Yeah. Kent leans to whisper in Jack's ear.
I think it's time for you to step up as my dick tigress. Jack jerks away from him.
Fuck, I told you to stop with that, he says. What are you talking about?
I mean, let's go find Eric and kiss him in a dark corner, Kent says.
Oh, Jack says. Okay. They find Eric in the thankfully empty jellyfish room. Kent glances over at Jack and nods. They both sneak up behind Eric and kiss him on a cheek. Eric starts so hard that he probably would have fallen over if they hadn't been there to steady him.
Oh my lord, Eric says, pressing a hand on his chest. You two startled me.
That was the idea, Kent says, kissing him on the cheek again.
Was it? Eric asks speculatively. He glances around. We're pretty alone in here.
Ooh.
That we are, Jack agrees. Eric raises one eyebrow in a challenge.
Is a kiss on the cheek the best you two can do?
Where was it?
It's you.
You still need to keep reading.
Right? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jack kisses Eric for real. Straight on the mouth. Eric leans into it, swaying so his weight is all on his good foot, and his hand flies out to steady himself on Kent's chest. That's better, Eric says. They break apart and he turns to kiss Kent as well. Short and sweet and perfect, just the same as the one with Jack. Okay, now you two, Eric demands. Kent and Jack are all too happy to oblige. Eric beams at them. Now we can say that our first kiss was by the jellyfish, he says, looking
Inordinately
pleased.
Yeah. Jack agrees. Kent nods. They could point out that they've kissed before, even had done fellatio.
That's not there.
But they both know that's not what Eric meant. It had really felt like first kiss anyways. Eric is obviously starting to get tired, moving pretty slowly as they're leaving the underwater exhibit, and Kent puts a hand on his shoulder to get him to stop.
Hey, he says, want a piggyback? He's gratified when Eric's face lights up. It's an arduous process, but they manage to get Eric situated on Kent's back. He stumbles around the path a lot for dramatic effect because it makes Eric cling to him harder and laugh. Jack follows behind them with Eric's crutches, shaking his head.
Hey, you know what the baboons remind me of? Eric asks when Kent stops by their enclosure so Eric can read the plaque.
What? Kent asks. Eric makes a show of failing to actually lower his voice at all.
Jack's ass. Kent laughs so hard he almost drops Eric. Almost.
Yeah, lift it up, Jack says. If I have a baboon's ass, then you have a face like a meerkat par se.
Hey, Kent protests. I'm not even the one who said it.
Eric is too cute to insult, Jake says.
Meerkats are pretty cute, Eric points out. Jack makes a face at him and puts a finger over his own lips. Kent snickers. The monkeys are the last exhibit before they're back where they started. Kent reluctantly puts Eric down when they get back to the map and shakes out his arms. They stand close together in a little triangle. All of the...
I don't know what that means. All of the reluctant.
To call
All
it
of
quits for
them
the day.
reluctant, maybe.
Probably.
What was your favorite animal? Jack
Ooh,
asks.
Eric says, looking thoughtful. Oh, the river otters, for sure. Kent and Jack exchange a look, both obviously remembering how excited Eric had been about them. It had probably been the most adorable thing they'd witnessed in their entire lives.
Me too, Jack says.
Same, Kent agrees, although those are some pretty nice jellyfish as well. Both Jack and Eric blush. Kent smirks. He loves how easy that is.
Well, Eric says after another extended silence, this was pretty much a perfect first date if you ask me.
Absolutely, Kent says.
Let's do it again sometime, Jack says. I mean, well, I guess again would mean it was a second date, but...
Don't worry, Kent says, clapping Jack reassuringly on the shoulder. We get it. We should be Lardo, Larissa.
I want to.
Okay.
Eric, so two of your hockey bros asked me out.
Oh my goo-goo. Eric, get it. What did you do?
Eric said yes.
Larissa, to which one?
Eric, both. The three of us had a very nice time together.
Smiley face.
Colon, close parentheses, sweetheart. Sweaty. Larissa, please never give me the details. Ever! And that's the fic. Hey, it's like 50 minutes later.
Shots.
Please.
We made it through. That was an incredibly long fic.
It was like 5,600 words or something like that. 4,600?
Honey, for this show, that's long.
No.
So thoughts. I guess we'll start. I'll start.
4,800.
I'll start. I don't know what check please is, so I didn't fully get the context. It was kind of cute. There was
You
no
don't need
boning,
the
which makes
context.
me sad.
Well,
Fanfiction
no boning on this
Fanfiction
one.
Friday is all about the boning. Let's be real. It's all about hearing about like that.
We agreed we wouldn't make Abby read boning.
Well, she didn't have to read it. I could have read it.
No.
Oh, baby!
Bad.
I gotta bring that back. Anyways, it was pretty good. It was not the best one we read. Not the worst by any means. And, yeah.
Sad secret.
That was the best one.
Uh-huh.
Alright, I'll pass off the mic. Lindsay?
Since I've actually read the comic, I enjoyed it. I like them together, even though Parse is kind of an asshole.
Oh, it's not Parse?
Parse.
Parse.
Jack and Biddy are cute in the comic. Even though they're not actually together.
They should be.
They want to be.
Do they really?
Clearly. Yes. Biddy he's out gay and stuff in the comic.
Aw, that's
No one knows about Jack, but
That's so cute.
he's probably bi or something. So many fan fictions. There's quite a few. That
Just
one.
look it up. Just look it up.
Yeah.
Alright, Miss
I
Abigail,
liked it.
what do you think? Your first experience on Fanfiction Friday.
We're good.
We're good.
Maybe I'll make another appearance eventually.
Yay.
When you appear next time, we'll be reading about Jesus and Lucifer.
Please no.
We should do that.
Please no.
We need to do the Jesus Moses one.
Oh god.
I will come
No.
again. I see that the wood for the ark isn't the only wood my father gave you. Jesus pulled off his leopard print boxer shorts. I shit you not. I'm quoting.
Those are real quotes.
That's a real
How
fiction.
about I find one?
You could.
It's gonna be Manila. The show ain't about being Manila, honey.
I'll find one.
But
there was the one where it was like Jesus was like dating Satan, but then God killed Satan, and Jesus was like emo. He had like piercings everywhere.
that's weird.
Okay.
And it was interesting.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already, because we have awesome new videos coming out every week. If you have a fic suggestion for us, please leave it down below, and we will read it, because we have 5 viewers. You know who you are. You guys are cool, and I love you. Tell your friends about the show, because it's fucking hilarious. And
I don't think she's actually watched it.
let's see, what else should I say? Our slogan, yeah, alright. So, until next time, stay awesome, read more smut,
You know this one wasn't
and
smut.
then, yeah, we'll see you next week with another exciting installment.
Maybe smut.
Bye-bye!
Bye. You have to do bye.
Yeah, you gotta wait, you gotta say bye, Abby.
Bye.
You vocalize it. Try this again.
Bye.
Alright, that's good. We're done here.